guys, so today I have a neutral glam look for you, and I'm super excited to share this with you because it's one of my go-to looks. I feel like no matter what you have in your makeup collection, you probably have these shades, and to combine these shades and like do this makeup look, it is just magic. Don't forget to give this video a giant like. The more you like it, the more I feel like you like the videos, so I'm like, oh, I'll do those again. Today's video is actually a collab with one of my good friends here on YouTube, Chloe Corey. I'm gonna have all her information down below. Make sure you go check out her video as well. So let's get into it. I'm going to start off by moisturizing my skin because I'm super dry and I need it. And so this is going to kind of soak in while I'm doing my brows. I go in with my Anastasia Duo in dark brown. Absolutely obsessed with this. Literally, I do the same thing over and over again. And you guys know I have like a routine for it and everything. But brows are such a personal thing, so the way that you love to do it that way. I promise you, you are going to feel a lot more comfortable doing it how you love rather than copying what I do, because my brows are so different from yours most likely. Now I'm taking my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Literally, I've had this tube for over 4 years. It's actually depressing. I still am not even halfway done with it. But I prime my eyes and I move on to eyeshadow. Natural matte palette, that's all I have to say. Like, oh my gosh, obsessed. This is just the best thing I've ever had. Now, I took the bottom corner color. It's a nice, really warm toned brown. I believe it's called like chocolate cookie. Such a glorious color. And I started blending that out. Now I'm going to take Heaven, which is my favorite highlight shade of all time. I've had this like for forever in like a ton of different palettes. But I like to use that to help blend in the crease and diffuse it a little bit more. By putting that color in the highlight area and blending that with my crease color, it really just diffuses it beautifully. Then I go in with Nudie, which is a nice cool tone taupe. Absolutely like necessary color in your collection. And I just blend that out even further, helps to diffuse that color perfectly. Now I go in with my NYX Jumbo eye pencil. You know, like, I don't leave the house without this. Like, this is necessary in life. And I'm just going to go ahead and use the warmth of my fingers, because who needs to pay for a brush or even wash one, and just blend that out. I'm doing this to be able to use a nice shimmery color without having that shimmer like sprinkled down onto my cheeks. Like, I mean, I love highlight on fleek, but not too much. Now this is the best palette of all time as well. Love. I love it. And I'm using the color Cherish, which is like, oh, it's so beautiful. Literally no words. And then I'm going to go back in with Espresso, which is again another color I've been using for years, and I apply that into the crease, and I like to use like a nice narrow brush to really define that area and really make sure you focus it on only the outer half of the eye. Don't really go into the inner corner. You really want to keep that as light as possible. And then I'm going to go back in with Nudie, which is actually that taupe color, and help diffuse it even further. Again, it really is that perfect color to help blend away everything. Now I'm taking that center color right there. It's called Strapless, a beautiful kind of brick red brown. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's so gorgeous. And I apply it on the outer half of the eye, and it really just helps define it without being too harsh. And I feel like that's the problem when I use like an espresso shade, like, because it's just too harsh. So that color really just helps. Now I'm taking my MAC Black Track Fluid line. Okay, girl, if you have a better liner than this, please tell me, because this has been like my go-to for years now. And I'm basically applying this from the inner corner to the very like wing area. Normally I like my liner from like halfway, like where my iris is, and then like, you know, working on the wing. But for this day, I kind of decided to do it like all over, and I don't really know why, but I'm happy with it. But just letting you know that if you're not about that life, you don't have to be about that life. I'm not about peer pressure. So you do your wing the way you love it. If you love the way that I do mine, follow it. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on how I do liner like more in depth, I'm not sure. But I go in with my Blackout shadow from Urban Decay to just set that, because you guys always complain to me like, how do you keep your eyeshadow, your eyeliner from like smudging and moving around? This is how. Put black eyeshadow right on top of it. Now I'm taking my Cover FX face primer. This is the illuminating one. Girl, this is necessary in everybody's life. I don't care who you are, you need that. Now, Born This Way is my all-time favorite foundation right now. Like, I literally have been reaching for this more than anything else, and it is such a, like, it's a medium to full coverage foundation, but it doesn't look too heavy. It literally looks like my skin, and it's gorgeous. Like, I need everyone to know how much I love this, because if you don't, you really don't, you don't know me. Like, I needed this in my life, and I'm so happy Too Faced finally created something like this. It's so gorgeous because when I wear it throughout the day, it doesn't crease on me as much as my other foundations do. And I normally apply with a beauty blender. For this time, I decided to use a brush, and it applied beautifully as well. So I'm like really happy with that. Now this Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer from IT Cosmetics is beautiful. It highlights really nice. The only downside is that it's a really thick consistency. And when you use a really thick consistency under the eyes, you always end up creasing. It's like a definite, no matter who you are. If you use a cream colored concealer, a cream like type concealer, it's gonna crease on you. I really liked kind of defining the wing I have, but you have to set it. If you don't set it, it's gonna be a disaster zone. And I have dry skin, so it's gonna be like a double disaster zone. Do you know how bad that is? That's like I was about to say terrible and horrible at once. Oh my gosh. Now I'm using my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, again, a must to set the concealer. So that's what I did, and then I went in with my Chanel cream contour. This is one of those moments where I regret using that because I'm pale in this video, and when you're not tan, it just looks, I feel like it's too warm. But I used it, and I mean, we can't go back now, right? Whatever, regrets. But then I'm gonna go in with MAC's Melba to just add some nice color to my cheeks. And then I'm gonna go back in and use Strapless on my lower lash line. That's again, that center shade right there. And I'm going to start kind of defining it with a fine-tipped brush just to make sure that the lower lash line does have some color on it. And again, I like to do this after I apply my concealer. This way I don't have to, like, when I apply my concealer, like, cover everything up. Like, you know, you're already finished with, like, concealer and all that stuff, so you're pretty much good to go. Buff that out, and then I'm going to go in and use a black liner, and I use that to tight line my eyes. Now again, this is a personal preference. Sometimes when I do this look, I don't do it, but like if I want it to be more intense, I do it. It's like depends on the day, depends on your mood. I'm not about black eyeliner that much, but when, like, for some reason I decided to use it today, so I mean, we're just gonna live with my decisions, right? We can't go back now. And then I go in with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. Again, this is perfect for whenever you want like a really bright color. Blend it out with your fingers, and now I'm gonna put the highlight. I used Cherish and I used Heaven mixed together, and it just really helps that inner corner highlight stand out, number one, and also last longer. Then I'm gonna curl my lashes, and guess what mascara I'm gonna use? You didn't guess right. Actually, maybe you did. It's the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. Obsessed with this right now. You're about to see how amazing my lower lash line is gonna be. Just wait for it. Anyways, I apply it, and then I'm gonna go in and actually put on false eyelashes. I decided to use the Cocoa lashes in Ariel, I believe that's the name of it, but they're really, really nice. If you don't like these, you should try out Goddess. They're also really glorious. I'm obsessed with Cocoa lashes right now. Like, I'm obsessed. Like, it's a problem. It's like a drug. And then I'm gonna go in and use the Better Than Sex mascara on my lower lash line. Again, lower lash line on fleek. Can we just talk about that? Do you see how much balance there is? I hate when people put on false eyelashes and then they don't put that much color on the lower lash line, and then it's not balanced. And like, life is all about balance. Life lessons with Alina. It's a hashtag. Anyways, I'm gonna use Boldly Bare, which is a beautiful lip liner from MAC. Like, I don't like nudes, and that's my go-to. Now I'm gonna go in with 3 colors. Yes, 3 colors. I like to be like a mixer of lip colors. Like, obviously there's not enough lip colors in the world, so I have to mix my own. I'm gonna take Melted Coral, apply that on my lips, realize that, oh, this is a little too corally for me today. Like, I want more nude. So I'm gonna go in and solve that problem by using Melted Ruby. Yes, I'm really good at making decisions. It made it even brighter. And then I was like, okay, let's wipe a little bit off, and then we're gonna go in with Baby Doll from Merle Norman. By far the best lip color I own right now. Like, I'm obsessed with it. And then I went in with Buxom's Jennifer, which is a purple tone lip gloss. Yes, you heard it here. Coral, ruby, and a purple tone lip gloss. Like, I'm all over the place. I'm a mess. And then I took Becca's Opal and highlighted my cheekbones, and yeah, highlight on fleek. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you'd like to see more of my kind of go-to staple looks, let me know. I'd love to do that for you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!